Hello. Hi. I was gonna change my Fugi for today. Oh well. It'll stay as the silly, goofy drawn one. Hello. Hi. I am a little tired, but I took caffeine. So hopefully, I'll be more energy. That made sense. Hi. We're playing Tyrion Cuthbert again. I am real nervous because of a certain character. We all know her and have opinions about her. Eris. Woo! I'm gonna be so real. Before stream today, I was worried that she's gonna do the thing again where they like get the name that's in your computer or whatever. So I changed my fucking name on my computer because I'm fine with her saying my first name. I don't give a fuck about that. But if she... Hello? That is... Okay, hold on. Let me turn that down. Sorry, I was not expecting... Anyway. If she decides I'm gonna throw out his last name, or like if they do like, you know, Mr. Last name, I don't want her to fully dox me. So I changed my name. So if that happens, you know? That out of the way. Let's get this off. And let's just get right fucking into it. I don't know why I put an accent on. Is it there? Is it there? It is there. Yay. Okay. I'm just gonna click new game so that we can just get straight to case 3 here. Here we go, case 3. What is it called? The Origin of Horus. Wow. What the fuck? All right, we're not gonna question case 4 because we're on case 3. Frey, hello? Mom? Is this my mother? Are you my mummy? I've never even watched Doctor Who, but I know that. I'm sorry, Tyrion. There were so many things that I wanted to tell you. So many things that I wanted to show you. But I'm afraid that I can't do that now. I need you to... I need you to be strong now. This world is bleak, merciless, and unforgiving. But I've seen you. I know how bright the light within you is. Has she seen me in court? That's crazy. Use my eyes. Peer beyond the divine gate as I once did. Use it to reclaim the future. Okay, episode 3, The Origins of Horus. Ooh. Oh, did I have to click or... Preposterous! Completely and utterly... Damn, they are pissed, whoever this is. Whoever this is, they are pissed. Preposterous! Completely and utterly preposterous! Holy shit, that's not the voice I'm giving you! Why do you look like Waluigi but shaved? Can I even do a Waluigi? Hold on. I want to see if I can actually do a Waluigi for you. Preposterous! Nope. That's immediately a no. Hold on. Waluigi! Preposterous. Completely and utterly preposterous. Preposterous. Whatever. I guess that kind of works, yeah. Or maybe, I don't know. Is something wrong, Lord Van Sanctus? You filthy rat! You cheated, didn't you? That's right, you're a cheat and a charlatan. I'm not gonna do the Italian with it. That's just not happening. But I guess that's what we're gonna go with for Lloyd Van Sanctus. Oh, damn, you don't look like Waluigi when you like the... Honestly, that voice still feels fitting. He just looks way less Waluigi when he's not pissed out of his fucking mind. Anyways, name Lloyd Van Sanctus. Occupation, nobleman. Do you have any evidence to prove that ridiculous claim? I mastered chess before you could crawl out of whatever rat hole you came from. Oh, you're fun at parties. Do you honestly expect anyone to believe that you could defeat me? Honestly, I'm just as disappointed as you are. Damn. Tyrion don't give a fuck. He's just like, yeah, I was expecting a challenge. Oh my god, I was kidding. I was expecting more of a challenge from House Von Sanctus. But I suppose all the gold in the world can't buy a modicum of skill. You little upstart hole! Von Sanctus's acquaintance clears his throat and gestures subtly to the crowd of spectators. Everyone's attention is on him, and you can see the crowd muttering amongst themselves. His undignified behavior probably isn't doing any favors for his public image. Realizing himself, he tries to go Super Saiyan. That's like literally like a Super Saiyan pose. Fucking realizing himself, he tries to regain his composure. It's preposterous. Bye. He just walks away. He walks away, muttering the word preposterous under his breath for a few more times. Sounds like he's trying to reassure himself more than anyone else. It seems like he thinks it's preposterous. Okay. So, that was... something? Yeah, I knew that he'd get angry, but I didn't expect him to make a scene like that. Well, you did insult him. Not to say that he didn't deserve it. Damn fucking Skippy you did. Come on, I love seeing these conceited nobles lose their minds when I beat them. It's half of the fun of playing these tournaments. Wow, where's this confidence when we're in the courthouse? Court cases are different. I have to deal with real-world elements during a trial, and that includes Prosecutor Steelwind. Prosecutor Steelwind, huh? I wonder if she plays chess. Now there's a thought. I wonder if she'd be willing to play against you sometime. She can't be any worse than these pampered nobles. Anyways, we should celebrate somewhere in town. Even if he was a pushover, you just beat one of the top-ranked chess players in the kingdom. See, I could make a joke about, like, the chess drama from earlier this year, but I don't fully remember it. I just remember that, like, the butt was involved. That's about it. To be honest, you had your reservations about returning to the city of Aranax, which sounds like a prescription drug. If you weren't facing one of the 4 pillars, you would have never come back here. Is this like hometown? Sweet home? You'd rather leave the city as soon as possible. I saw a cafe while we were walking around. The food smelled great. I'd really like to go there. We could always go to one of the cafes in the capital. There are plenty of places to choose from there. Trust me, I've traveled around the world. There's nothing better than food from a thriving port city. Alright, I suppose there's no harm in staying a little longer. She does have a point. The city streets seem livelier than ever. Damn, I thought I knew where that was going, but I was very wrong. The city streets seem livelier than when you last saw them. I see a lot of businesses that weren't here before, and they all seem to be very well off. Despite being a port city, Aranax used to look like a ghost town. Has the local nobility been investing in the city? You find that possibility very hard to believe. Oh, a cool diner. You arrive at the cafe that Celeste told you about. As you enter, you're struck by a powerful aroma of freshly baked pastries and coffee. Oof. Aw, that sounds so good. If I hadn't just eaten, I would have had to pause stream to go eat. The scent of baked goods swirls around you. You take a moment to inhale the enticing smells. You have to admit that it's making you very hungry. So, you seek to enter the domain of the Deathbringer songstress. Oh my god, I immediately love you. I don't know who you are. I immediately love you. She's doing the stupid, like, anime hand pose thing. I love her. Well, if glory is what you seek, then look no further. For you stand before Mosarika Tudor. Tudor? Hold on. Is it Mosarika? Mosorica? Mosorica feels better. Mosorica Tudor, the Dark Lord of Aranax. As you head further into the cafe, you're approached by a familiar face. Oh, we know her? Mosorica Tudor, occupation merchant. Please tell me you know magic. Oh, no, sorry, that's Tyrion. I was gonna be like, no fucking way she doesn't know magic, and she has that hat. That's the magic hat. You have this hat, you know magic. Rika? Is that you? Ha! It appears that my reputation precedes me. Evocation. Okay, cool. 19. Oh, this is childhood friend. I'm already... How good of you to... Wait, you're... Tyrion? You're... You're back! Oh, she's so happy. Hi. Why didn't you tell anyone that you were back in town? Do you have any idea how worried we've all been? Do you know each other? Right, yeah. Celeste, this is Mosorka Tudor. I was friends with her when I lived here many years ago. Wait, you used to live here? Yeah, Arnax is actually the town I grew up in. What? But you were in such a hurry to leave before! Damn. You came here to eat, right? If you're still hungry, I can bring you some of our... I can bring you some of our best dishes on the house. No, I couldn't possibly... Come on, don't be like that! Okay, damn, bitch. It's been years since I've seen you. And you know how good my food is. Okay, but only for a little while. Rika sets a table for the three of you and calls over a waiter. You all place your orders. Now, tell me everything! I want to know all about what you've been doing since you left. So something tells me he just didn't want to come back here, ever. Mainly because they said he didn't want to come back here. Something about childhood trauma is about to come up, I'm guaranteeing it. Anyway, let's talk about Celeste. So, are you going to introduce us? Hold on. Sorry. Right. This is Celeste McCoy. She's my bodyguard. Bodyguard? And Celeste, this is... Ha! As if I need such introductions. I am Mosorka Tudor, the Dark Lord of Aranax. High Archmag... The fuck? High Archmagi of the... What the fuck? High Archmagi of the Cadmium Flames. And the proud proprietor of this cafe. Oh, okay. I was friends with her when I used to live here. She's a little eccentric, but she's a good person at heart. Hey! She's also a common folk mage like you. Ah, so you've come to... Hold on. So you've come from the same humble beginnings that I do. Which spells have you mastered? I haven't really mastered any of them. I know about 7 spells, though. 7? That's almost 4 times the amount I know. Okay, wait, let me do the math. 2. She knows 2. Also, Celeste knows fucking 7? She's learned even more spells? Okay, that's what I was expecting. She's been picking them up rather quickly. I've been usurped! Okay, I like you a lot. Look at you, Mr. Big Shot. You're wearing a suit now. You even have a bodyguard. Did you get an office job in the big city? Something like that. I'm actually a defense attorney now. A defense attorney? I see. Is that why you left town with that scary lady? Scary lady? Are you talking about Ruby? Miss Tamora adopted me when my mother passed several years ago. After that, she began training me to become an attorney like her. You don't feel happy about that. Wait, you've been studying to be an attorney since you were a kid? Well, I guess that explains why you're so young for a lawyer, said the 19-year-old mercenary. Yeah, I guess you got me there. I love how she's not even commenting on the mercenary part. Rika's Cafe. Are you the owner of this cafe, Rika? You always spoke about opening one when we were kids. Yep, and it's all thanks to the... Okay, fucking goddamn. Dracogan? I'm gonna say Dracogan, but if it's Jen, oopsies daisies. Yep, and it's all thanks to the Dracogan Trading Company. The company's owner invested in my business idea after trying my food. Because of him, I was able to open up here, just like I always dreamed. Dracogan Trading Company? I almost said Academy for some reason. I don't think I've heard of them. They're pretty small right now, and they're only operating in Aranax. But I hear that they're planning on spending their operation... Oh my god. But I hear they're planning to expand their operations throughout Wyverngard. But I would have thought that Lord Von Sanctus would have weeded out any competition. After all, he owns the largest business in the kingdom. Lord Von Sanctus? Isn't he that pompous noble that I beat in chess tournament this morning? Wait, that was you? I didn't even know he was a businessman. Von Sanctus Industries invented those arcane constructs that we saw in the Imperial Academy that were crucial to the fucking plot. How do you not know about these things? You practically fight against nobles for a living. maybe you should start reading more about national politics. Real. All right. Aranax. It still just sounds like a prescription. It's like, I used to have bad bowels. I used to have horrible stomach problems, but now I take Aranax, and that's not an issue for me anymore. Aranax is something or other. Don't ask your doctor before being pregnant. I don't know. Is it just me, or does this city look less depressing than before? Oh, right, you left the city before the new merchants appeared. New merchants? Like, from a merchant's guild? Yeah, the Dracogan Trading Company was one of the first ones. Motherfucker. They started operating here and bought the Arcane refinery a few years ago. After that, merchants from all over Wyvern Guard started coming here. Well, being based in a port city would definitely give them an edge. And their presence has really helped the city's economy. They aren't owned by the nobility, and they pay their employees a lot more than Von Sanctus does. Wow. Yo. Round of applause to Dracogan. Good shit. Anyways, watch them be, like, secretly corrupt or something. It's really improved the quality of life for the people here. I doubt Von Sanctus appreciates the competition, though. There's even talk about forming... Oh my god, I was fucking... Alright. There's even talk about forming employee-run unions. Let's go, unions! Yeah! Let's go! Oh, Von Sanctus definitely won't appreciate that. Fuck him! Fuck the 1%! Oh, these bits. So, you still play chess? Yeah, I'm nationally ranked, too. I heard that an upstart commoner defeated Lord Von Sanctus at a tournament this morning. But I had no idea that we were talking about you. Upstart commoner? Name suits you, Tyrion. Hey, do you still do that thing when you play? No. What thing? Nothing. She's not talking about anything. Wait, you're actually embarrassed about it? When we were kids, you did it even more than I did. What? What did he used to do? Why don't you show her, Tyrion? I'd rather not. I relate to this a little bit. Come on, show us, Tyrion. The thing. Me when I'm talking about the rock guy from the Fantastic Four. The Thing. I think I'm a little too old for this. You're never too old to tap into your inner tuning. Okay. All right. Do it, Tyrion. Yeah, do it. Two of them begin chanting, trying to pressure you. Draws the attention of other patrons in the cafe. They don't seem to care about the confused looks that they're getting. It seems that you don't have a choice. You take in a deep breath. Oh my god! Those who stand in the shadows! Those who fear the light of divinity! Your Imperials will fall and your armies will perish! Kneel and cower before the divine gaze of the Eye of Horus! They're trying their hardest to contain their laughter. Well, that's why I don't do it anymore! No, that was great! It was really cool, Tyrion. Her poorly contained laughs are coming out between each word. And why are you laughing? You were just doing it a moment ago! Yeah, but she owns it. Celeste really said, yo, she ate that shit. Literally what she fucking said. Like, yeah, but she ate that shit. You used to say something else before, too. I won't let any... Oh, I want to see if I can do, like, a mocking tone. I won't let anyone stand in my way, even if they're a man, king, or god? Yeah, that's it. He still says that sometimes. Oh, looks like our order is here. I thought that was going to be mocking. That's why I did it in that tone. We're going to move on. Waiter brings in the lunch special for each of you. The enticing aroma of the meals makes you salivate a little. You gladly devour the meal. Rika's cooking is just as delicious as you remembered. You spend some more time catching up with her while you finish your meal. As your conversation continues, you and Celeste regale her with stories of your past court cases. No, really? Yep, it turned out that it was the headmaster the entire time. I don't know why that's so funny. Her just, like, saying the actual thing. Yep, it turned out that it was the headmaster the entire time. Wow, I would have never figured that out. Yeah, well, I almost didn't, Rika. So if we could just, you know, be a little less of... I need Luna's help. Anyway. How did you know, Tyrion? Maybe he saw it with his Eye of Horus. Shut up. What? No? What? That's stupid. Shut the fuck up, Celeste. You nearly choke on your drink before you realize what she's actually referring to. But wow, I can't believe it. So hold on, just real quick. Just I want to point out this motherfucker used the Eye of Horus as a fucking party trick. That's so fucking funny. I never thought court cases could be that dramatic. You've never played Ace Attorney, apparently. You finish your meal as you continue to tell Rika more about your cases. It's nice being able to talk with her again. You tried so hard to leave everything behind after what happened, but you're happy that she seemed to be doing well. Well, it's been nice catching up with you, Rika, but I think it's time for us to get going. What? But we just got here! Depression. It's okay. I'm sure you're pretty busy nowadays. I won't keep you any longer, but be sure to write, okay? Don't just go and disappear like last time. Yeah, I'll stay in touch. You'd better. Oh. You exit the cafe and make your way to the local merchants guild to rent a carriage. The city streets seem a bit more crowded than usual. It's a little difficult to make your way through them. Sorry. Hey, Tyrion? Yeah? Celeste is fidgeting with her hands. She looks like she wants to say something, but every time she starts to speak, she quickly stops herself. This happens a few more times before she just seems to give up. Never mind, it's nothing. Okay? Both continue to walk silently as you make your way into the Merchants Guild. As you make your way there, the streets become more and more crowded. You hope the traffic won't interfere with the ride home. Hi, could we rent a carriage for the travel of Ratholme? Also, what was she gonna she gonna confess her feelings? Because that's what I'm rooting for. I'm rooting for Celeste and Tyrion to get together, but anyways. Sorry, but travel outside of the city is temporarily closed. What? Why? Haven't you heard? The Knights of the Kingsguard have locked down the city. They set up a blockade and everything. Check the city gates if you don't believe me. Okay, I guess we fucking will. As you arrived at the city gates, you see the blockade that the merchant was talking about. A crowd of disgruntled townsfolk are angrily shouting at the knights stationed there. This is outrageous! How long do you plan on keeping us in here? Sorry, but we have our orders. We can't let anyone outside the city until our investigation is complete. There was a fucking murder. There's an investigation? Did something happen? Can you at least tell us what's going on? Why is the entire city being blockaded? Sorry, sir, we're not allowed to release the information. You'll just have to make other arrangements while we sort this out. Actually, I haven't seen you two around before. I'll need to take down your names and occupations for our records. What? Why? It's fine, Celeste. We're better off just cooperating with them. It's an invasion of privacy, but you'd rather not resist orders from the Kingsguard. Also, who cares? Tyrion's name is kind of well known, I'd figure, to a certain degree, and then Celeste, it's like bodyguard. Just say bodyguard, because that's what you are right now. I'm Tyrion Cuthbert. I'm a defense attorney. Fine. I'm Celeste McCoy, bodyguard. Thanks. Look over to the other Kingsguard. They seem to be taking notes of people here too. They must be making a list of everyone inside the city. But for what reason? Oh, our next blockade. Okay, cool. I have an important engagement tomorrow. What am I supposed to do now? This can't possibly be legal. I tried to give, posh voice. The townsfolk continue shouting at the knights, but it's clear that they won't be budging anytime soon. I hope this is actually... I think the audio levels are good. What do we do now? Notice that it's starting to get late. We don't know how long the city will be blockaded. We should find a place to stay overnight, just in case. Oh my god, it's the McCoy Tavern! It's just the McCoy Tavern. You walk to a nearby tavern. and see it absolutely crowded with patrons. Oh yeah, invisible. Looks like everyone else had the same idea.
Hey, welcome to the Egwin Tavern. What can I do for you?
Could we get 2 rooms for the night?
Sorry, I can't even spare 1 room. We're completely full with the blockade and all.
Wait, let me take care of this. Celeste takes out a large pouch of gold and plops it on the innkeeper's desk.
Well, would you look at that? One of the rooms just opened up.
Only 1?
Hey, the entire city's locked down. Even with your gold, that's the best I can do for you.
What? Embarrassed to share a room with me, Tyrion? No, it's just... You realize that she's just teasing you like she usually does. Best not to give it any mind. Well, it's better than nothing. Oh my god, no, we're gonna have to share a bedroom on... So, how should we... Oh, I was just kidding before. You can have the bed. I'll just sleep on the floor. What? I can't just let you. Please, we may both be commoners, but you live a cushy life in the city. I'm a mercenary. I've lived on the road for years. I sleep like this all the time. She's got you there. All right, but tell me if you change your mind. Yeah. Me. Oh, never mind.
Hey! I didn't see you there. I was just
walk past him.
What?
Boom. Hey, watch it! Quit shoving me! Wait, whoa! Oh, fuck! Holy crap! Pull me up! I can't hold on for much longer!
You idiot! What are you doing?
I don't know any of that. What? Grab his arm and pull him up! Oh! Ooh, that sound. My hand! What the hell are you doing?
Your grip is too tight. Stop that!
Ah!
Wait! I can still...
No.
What happened? I should have been able to... By the scale, Lord.
He fell in. No. I can use this.
That's right.
I can still make this look like it was all his fault. Who the fuck is he? Oh. Alright, guys. Great. Also, this save state is for me and my friends playing. Find yourself falling into a nightmare. Oh, not again. No. Not again. Tyrion, I'm so sorry. Oh, hello. I can't believe they made you watch. Are you okay? Right. Of course not. Did I watch my mom get fucking murdered? Are you going to keep fighting them? Your voice is quiet. Your question barely comes out as a whisper. What? Are you going to keep fighting the nobility? I don't know if I can anymore. Today they showed me what they're truly capable of. I was naive. I thought that the truth would prevail, but I'm only one person. I can't do this alone anymore. So you're just gonna give up? You're the only one who will fight against them! If you're just gonna give up, then... Was my mother's death truly pointless? I'm sorry. Teach me how to be like you. What? You said that you can't do this alone anymore, right? So teach me how to be a defense attorney. I can help you! We can fight them together! Tyrion, you're just a child. I can't just... Oh, he's 10 years old. Fuck. Should I give... Hold on. Miss Tamora, please! I don't have anything left. Please just take me away from here. You clutch your hand tightly, feeling the fading warmth of the final message that your mother left you. It's the last comforting memory you'll have of her. It's a memory that you'll never experience again. Mom. Oh shit, no, sorry, that's 20-year-old. Mom. Go out! You're startled awake. After some confusion, you realize that it was all a dream. And I hear fire. Is something on fire? You didn't have any trouble falling asleep, but your slumber was less restful. It's been a while since you remember that day. That's all the more reason to leave this city as soon as possible. Celeste, are you up? Huh? Celeste was wistfully staring out of the window, watching the rain. Oh, that's rain. I thought something was on fire. Something's on fire! Brother, I just shit and pissed myself. Sorry. Her head whips towards you when she realizes you're awake. Are you okay? What's wrong? nothing. It's nothing. He wasn't awake, was he? This bitch was confessing her feelings while I was asleep. Please! Ooh! She doesn't seem keen on sharing. It'd be best not to pry. Anyways, do you know if the city is still under lockdown? I haven't checked yet. I was waiting for you to wake up. Well, I'm up. Oh, hello. You go outside and check the city gates. Blockade still hasn't disappeared. In fact, it looks like it's been fortified with even more knights. What the fuck? Sorry. Looks like we can't leave yet. They've even doubled down on the guards. What's going on here? Tyrion! You spot Rika in the distance as she calls out to you. As soon as she sees you, she breaks out into a full sprint towards you. She looks exhausted. Has she been looking for you in the rain? Tyrion, it's terrible! There was an accident at the Arcane refinery last night. One of my friends who worked there, he fell into a vat of chemical. Holy shit, what the fuck? I thought he fell into like a puddle, like a pond and like drowned. The motherfucker got Jokered? This motherfucker got Harley Quinned? What the fuck? He's dead. Oh, Rika, I'm so sorry. If there's anything I can do... Lord Van Sanctus is blaming the Dracogan Trading Company. He's trying to charge the owner with criminal negligence. Huh. As the lord of this region, Von Sanctus would have a lot of leverage in a legal battle like this. He must be using this accident as an opportunity to oust Dracogan from his territory. Tyrion, you're a lawyer, aren't you? Can you help them? I don't think I can. What? But... Rika, I specialize in homicide cases, and most of my clients are mages who've been charged with murder. Motherfucker, you've had 2 cases. You think it's a little... You've had 2 cases, and you think it's a little too late to, you know, go off from the norm? It's 2. Number 3 could be a little kooky. I've never even tried a case like this before. There isn't any magic involved, and there's no killer. Don't worry, I'm sure that the Dracogan Trading Company knows plenty of qualified attorneys who can help. I'm not so sure about that. Think about it. A lord from one of the 4 pillar families is pressing those charges. Do you honestly think anyone else will try to fight them on this? She has a point. There aren't many attorneys who will go against the nobility under any circumstances. The only ones who will do that are you and Miss Tamora. Alright, I'll see what I can do. Really? But please don't get your hopes up. I have very little information to work with right now, and to be perfectly honest, I'm really out of my element. That's okay. I'm sure that Mr. Dracogan will take any help he can get. Mr. Dracogan? He's the owner of the Dracogan Trading Company. Of course he is. Where do you think the name came from? It wasn't because of dragons, it was because of him. Alright. Alright. He should be at the old Arcane refinery right now. That must be the scene of the accident, too. Probably be best to start your investigation there. I've been away from... Oh my god. I've been away from my shop for too long, so I can't come with you. But drop by the cafe if there's anything I can do to help. You follow Rika's directions and move through the city's industrial district. Okay, well then this is clearly the dude, right? I don't know... It reminds you of your childhood, back when you couldn't control the Eye of Horus. You always avoided this part of the city. It was always covered with an overwhelming fog of misery and fatigue. However, you feel less of that now. Is it because you have more control over your powers, or has something else changed? Alright, we're here. You arrive at the refinery and see that there aren't many people around. The few people you do see appear to be from the City Watch. Operations must have been halted after the accident. Wow, so this is an Arcane refinery. I always saw this place as a child, but I never really understood what they do here. Those machines refine the arcane crystals that are used in artificery. Those crystals are used as a power source for conducting magical energy. You look around and spot an especially frustrated individual. Oh, damn. You are wider than I thought you'd be for some reason. Okay. He seems to stand out from the knights and cleaning staff. Could he be the guild master Rika spoke of?
He takes notice of you as you head further into the refinery. Hello there! You must be the attorney that Miss Tudor spoke about, I guess. I guess that's the voice I'm gonna go with. I am. I take it that you're the guildmaster of the Dracogan Trading Company. Yes, my name is Stefanik Dracogan. I'm pleased to make your acquaintance. Stefanik Dracogan, guildmaster. Really appreciate you lending your aid in this matter. I already told Rika this, but I've never tried a civil case before. I would need to learn more about what happened before I can decide whether or not I can represent you. I'm honestly not sure how much help I can be. Well, there isn't a single attorney in Oranax that will represent me, so I'll accept whatever help I can get. Celeste was right. All the attorneys are too afraid to stand against Lord Von Sanctus. Where should we start, though? This case is probably different from the homicides that we're used to. Homicide or not, the case revolves around a wrongful death. If I did represent Dracogan, I would need to prove that he wasn't at fault for the accident. So then why is this different from a homicide case, really? All you're really doing, you're just not proving someone did it, you're just proving he didn't do it, which is kind of what defense attorneys should be doing anyways. But, you know, video game logic, there needs to be, like, a conclusive ending. So, like, yeah. To do that, we should start by finding out exactly how and why the accident occurred. We should also question the witness who saw the victim when it happened. And it wouldn't hurt to take a look at the scene of the accident either. The Guildmaster would have a lot of knowledge about the refinery's operations. Questioning him might also give you some insight into what happened. Alright, we're getting right into it. Let's talk about the accident. To start, could you tell us exactly what happened? Well, it all began during the work rush yesterday evening. I'm realizing this just feels like... It feels like I'm doing the Van Zyk's voice, but without the accent. So it's just kind of this. One of my employees fell from the walkway and into the vat of magical chemicals. Sorry, that sentence just feels weird. Those chemicals contain extremely volatile and destructive evocation magic. Because of that, he unfortunately died before we could have pulled him out. I see. But all that just sounds like an unfortunate accident. Why is Lord Von Sanctus blaming you for what happened? There are guardrails on the walkways to prevent people from falling. Supposedly, those guardrails broke apart when that employee tried to lean against it. According to Von Sanctus, the accident was a direct result of my negligence to maintain the refinery. But my employees have taken great care to inspect and maintain the facilities. I have no idea how this happened. Is he telling the truth? This could all just be lip service. I feel like you'd fucking know, Tyrion! Tyrion, shot in the dark, I feel like you'd be the one who'd fucking know? The only way to know for sure is to inspect the walkway yourself. I'm doing it.
Arcane.
Ooh, a lot of magic, hello. There are traces of transmutation magic on this power box. It is an artificery device, so that's not too out of the ordinary. There are traces of transmutation on these parts of the vat. I'm honestly not quite sure how these vats even work. Perhaps transmutation magic is used in the refinement process somehow. Okay. Well, it was worth looking. It's a vat filled with chemicals that I can't quite identify. According to Celeste, these chemicals are used to refine and create arcane crystals. Okay, well that's fucking everything. That's a power breaker. Yeah. It's a power box. It contains artificery hardware and an arcane power cell. It's connected to the chemical vats, so it must control some function of the refinery. Stairs. These metal stairs lead up to the walkway above. You can get a better look at the walkway by moving there. Okay, fucking chill. Okay, let's talk about the victim. Earlier you said that the victim was an employee of yours. Could you tell us more about them? Yes, I hired him just a few months ago. It's a shame what happened to him. He was a young man named Justin Way. Justin Way? Was he just in the way? Just like Tyrion does that, like trying as like a tension breaker, and Celeste's just like, Tyrion, what the fuck, dude? That's really insensitive, man. And just like, bro, like, it's just like everyone gets on his case, like, dude, really? Was he a good employee? He was a hard worker, but he was a bit rough around the edges when we first started. Before working for me, I heard that he'd always spend his time within the local with the local delinquents. Miss Tudor practically begged me to hire him. She told me that she wanted to turn his life around. That does sound like something Rika would do. And I know that because the game is telling me. I wouldn't have known. She always had a habit of getting involved in her friend's personal business. Rika helped Justin. Mosorika Tudor supposedly begged Stefanik Drakogan to hire Justin Way. She wanted Justin to turn his life around. Supposedly he used to spend a lot of time with the local delinquents, but has turned his life around since then. Okay. When you live a life like Justin's, it helps when you have something to give some structure. Something to give you some structure and direction. So I decided to give the boy a chance by hiring him. He was clearly a hard worker. He did well to earn his keep. He always followed the rules too, so I have no idea why he was up in the walkway. Wait, he wasn't supposed to be on the walkway? Tell me about that, the walkway. Earlier you mentioned that Justin wasn't supposed to be on the walkway. What did you mean by that? Well, Justin worked in an entirely different department. He was part of a team that managed packaging and freight. He had no business being inside the refinery building, much less at the upper walkway. That's strange, to say the least. Was he the type of person to wander around places that he's not supposed to? No, like I said before, he always followed my rules. It all just makes this whole situation that much more confusing. Okay, Justin's job. Justin Way was a start employee. He was always known to follow all of Stefanik Drakogan's rules and regulations. He worked in an entirely different department and was supposed to be anywhere near Drakogan is not. Okay. Okay, got it. So maybe there's some kind of mind control. I don't know if that's a thing in this universe, but we'll find out, I guess. Was there anyone around when the accident occurred? Did anyone see Justin fall? There were many employees here at the time, but there were only a handful of witnesses who actually saw Justin fall from the walkway. Who were these witnesses? If I remember correctly, Miss Tudor was the only one who saw him fall. Wait, Rika was there when it happened? Yes, she witnessed the accident alongside the harbor master, Morrison. Oh, you're acquainted with him? Oh, apparently. I am. Morrison was close friends with your mother when you were a child. Oh, but after you left Ardax, you went out of your way to cut contact with everyone from your past. But what were all of these people doing here in the first place? Rika's a cafe owner and Morrison is a harbor master. I'm a little concerned about that myself. Still unsure about Miss Tudor, but the harbor master was accompanied by a nobleman of some sort. A nobleman? I'm not privy to the specifics, but apparently that nobleman had the legal authority to go wherever he wanted to. Huh. You'll want to ask Morrison about that. But it will be awkward to speak with him after all these years. Ooh, yeah, I don't doubt it. Okay. Let's go to the walkway. Oh, fuck! Damn! Tyrion, do you need me to scan for magical traces? Motherfucker, it's right there. Well, there aren't many magical elements in this case, but I suppose it wouldn't hurt to check. All right. Fucking first, I want to see the vat. It's a vat of dangerous magical chemicals. Supposedly, they're corrosive enough to dissolve anyone unfortunate to fall into it. Celeste is watching you carefully. She can be a little overprotective at times. All right. Oh. It looks like the bars, were corroded or, maybe artificially aged. I don't know. Do time powers exist? Is that, a level of transmutation, aging? I don't fucking know. Huh. It looks like the guardrails completely broke apart. The rails are completely rusted, too. Was Drakogan lying about properly maintaining the site? That didn't give me any... Okay.
Repario Arcanum!
The fuck is red magic? There are traces of evocation magic on the chemicals in these vats. That makes sense. Evocation is the school of magic for spells that create and disperse energy. These chemicals probably induce some sort of magical reaction to create arcane crystals. What? What's wrong? There are traces of transmutation all over the guardrails. See, that's what I'm thinking. That's where I was thinking. So maybe transmutation somehow, some way made these bars way fucked up. Transmutation? You see those traces anywhere else on the walkway? No, it's only this area.
Transmutation on the guardrails. There are magical traces of transmutation on the guardrail that Justin supposedly broke before falling. These traces are only on the rails that Justin broke. They aren't anywhere else in the walkway. Transmutation is the school of magic that changes the properties of physical objects. That should include aging, I'd think. Usually mages use transmutation spells to strengthen and repair objects, but nothing says they can't do the opposite. How does the transmutation spell affect the guardrail? Someone used a spell to change the physical properties of the guardrails. Judging by the current state of the rails, we can only conclude one thing. The spell weakened the structural integrity of the guardrails. Right, someone used transmutation spell to weaken the guardrails. Afterwards, the guardrails were so weak that Justin accidentally broke them. And only these guardrails were weakened. The sabotaged rails are right next to the vat of corrosive chemicals, too. What was the intention of the weakening of the guardrails? Murder! It was fucking murder! There was a clear intention behind the accusation, behind the actions of this unknown mage. Judging by what happened, that intention can only be one thing. Unknown mage wanted someone to fall into the vat. Whoever sabotaged the guardrail wanted someone to fall into the vat. Now, out of the people we know, he's abjuration, which we've never experienced before, evocation, and none. So, at the very least, it can't be any of these guys unless abjuration is something that, like, is transmuted. I don't fucking know. Whoever sabotaged the guardrail wanted someone to fall into the vat. Why else would they only target those specific guardrails? But why? Who would do this? Feel your fist clenching tightly. Oh, I'm fucking pissed. Someone committed murder using magic here. And whoever did this had the gall to try to cover it up. Tyrion? I'm seeing red. The screen is not only getting the fucking RGB effect around us, he's also, like, it's also tinted red. This motherfucker is pissed. You won't forgive whoever did this. When you're through with them, you will make them feel a fraction of the misery that your mother... Holy shit. Oh my god, what the fuck happened to your mother, dude? Jesus Christ. Alright, there might be a conflict of interest here. Tyrion! What? Are you okay? Right, sorry. Anyways, if it weren't for your detect magic, everyone would have written this off as an accident. Magical traces are only detectable for 48 hours after a mage casts a spell. That means that whoever cast the transmutation spell did so recently. Right. She's worried about me. Okay, transmutation on the guardrails. Updated so that it says must at least 48 hours. They clearly... Yeah, okay. Okay, well... Interesting. What are my options? The harbor and the cafe. I think we should go here and tell him. I think this is something he should hear. You should notify Dracogan about the traces of transmutation that you found, but perhaps you should wait until you obtain more information first. After all, knowing about a potential saboteur might unnecessarily stress him out, even more so if you don't have more information. Fair! Good thing the game is like, hey, don't make people panic. Let's go to the harbor, I guess. Talk to Morrison. You arrive at the harbor in search of Morrison, the harbor master. However, you notice a large concentration of knights in the shipping area. Notably, the Arcane Inquisition is among them. Oh, they fucking know? Spot Commander White and Prosecutor Steelwind coordinating the knights there. I wonder what those two are doing here. The knights at the blockade said that they were investigating something. There must be magic involved in the Inquisition if the Inquisition is here. Do you think this has anything to do with what happened to Justin? I doubt it. We didn't see any of the Inquisition knights at the refinery. It must be a coincidence. You're probably right, but I'm kind of curious about what the Inquisition is investigating. It has nothing to do with our case. It'd be best to leave them to their business. You don't fucking know that! Two fucked up magic things happening at the same time? We should talk to them. Oi, you there. Oh, never fucking mind. Sorry, I thought I was gonna... Oh, I already know what voice to give this motherfucker. I've done two old man voices. I had old man voice 1 for the judge, and then I had old man voice 2 for the headmaster, the last case. Time to bring out old man voice lucky number 3, aka my favorite one.
hold on, let me go back. Hold on, there we go. Oi, you there. You'd better clear out. The knights have closed the harbor.
Morrison? Oh shit, that's Morrison.
Huh? Do I know you? Wait, Cuthbert, is that you?
Noah Morrison, Harbor Master. Hi.
I heard from little Masorica that you were back in town. What can I do for you?
We heard that you were at the refinery yesterday. From what we heard, you witnessed the accident. We wanted to ask you some questions about what you saw.
Oh, right. Masorica mentioned that you're an attorney now.
What?
I just hope you're still not hung up over that business with your mother.
Bro. This is so... Ooh. I have emotions about this. That is so... Like... What do you fucking think? It's my dead mom. Yeah, no, I got over it weeks ago, Santa. Like, Jesus.
Sorry. This is none of my business. Anyways, I'll tell you what I know.
I'm so happy I get to do this voice on stream. This is one of my favorite voices to do ever, and I'm so glad I get to do it. What did you see? Dracogan told us that you witnessed the accident.
Aye, it was horrible. It was a horrible thing that happened. I'm not giving him an accent. You try giving this voice a fucking accent, it's not gonna work. Aye, it was a horrible thing that happened. No one deserved what happened to that poor lad.
He's fucking Irish. Oh my god. Hey, yo, fucking the representation go crazy. I also fucking hate him because, you know what? Looking back, hold on, let me go back to the chat messages. The thing of like bringing up the mom. Yeah, that's very... That's so fucking Irish. I've had like family members do the same kind of shit. So yeah, this is very Irish. They'll like say it and they'll be like, ooh, oopsies. Oh my god. Could you tell us what you saw?
Well, I was showing a patron around town, and for some reason he really wanted to take a look at the refinery. Something about checking out the local art of fishery.
He must mean artificiary.
Art of fishery. Anyways, he was looking at the machinery. And then suddenly Masorica came running towards us. She was trying to tell us something, but the damn machines were too loud for us to hear her. After a while, she pointed at the walkway, and we saw the horrible sight. We saw someone fall into the vat. By the time we could get them to stop the machines, it was too late.
That matches up with what we know so far. But what was Rika even doing there? She should have still been running the cafe at the time of the accident. And that patron who was visiting the factory, did they also witness the accident? Let's ask after we talk about the guardrail. Could you tell us how Justin fell off of the walkway? Was it because of the guardrail broke under his weight?
Yeah, he did, but it was a little strange. That guardrail was made out of metal, yeah? But the way it broke, you would have thought it was made out of cardboard.
Transmutation magic, they changed the chemical composition, or not chemical, what is it? Not chemical composition. Oh, what is it? Biological? What am I thinking of? Ah, it's the thing, Firestorm. Never mind. I'm just gonna tweet out in bold letters if I ever figure out what the word I was trying to go for there. But like chemical composition, right? Is that what I just said? I think it's chemical composition, right? It has to be chemical. Did I just scream what I just said? I might have just screamed what I really hope. Oh, that's gonna be embarrassing.
He barely leaned on it and it just broke apart.
Even a poorly maintained guardrail shouldn't have broken that easily. Did someone really use transmutation magic to sabotage it? If so, that possibility could clear Dracogan's name. But presenting the possibility of a magical crime might just complicate things. So let's talk about your patron. You mentioned that you were escorting a patron when the accident happened. Who was he? Did he witness the accident too?
Aye, he was right there with me when Rico was trying to get our attention. It'd be hard to miss it with the commotion she was making. As for who he was, He said his name was Aster.
Ooh! Oh, is that? Ooh! That might be why the Inquisition is here!
Aster? You don't know anyone by that name, but why does that name sound familiar? Do you know what his surname was?
No, the lad was really secretive with his last name for some reason.
Must have had a recognizable name. Is he a noble from a well-known house? Morrison's testimony. On the night of the accident, Masorica Tudor frantically approached Noah Morrison and named asked. Let's try to blah 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 blah. It's Aster Arcadia. Didn't want Nijisanji something. I don't know. The joke is ruined. I know I made a similar joke last time, but the blockade. Move on. Why were you escorting this Aster in the first place? Don't you have to manage the harbor?
Well, I can't really manage anything because of them.
He gestures towards the Inquisition Knight crowding the pier.
They've blocked all sea travel of the city till this mess is sorted out.
They have a lot of knights investigating the harbor. Do you know what they're looking for?
Well, you didn't hear this from me, but according to them, Master's ship just up and vanished in the dead of night.
Vanished? As in, someone hijacked it.
That's the thing. The guards would have noticed if someone had... Excuse me. The guards would have noticed if someone had driven off with the ship, especially one of that size. From what I heard, one of the guards could have sworn that they saw it vanish in the flash of light.
A flash of light? Like something created by a spell? What kind of ship was it? Do you know how big it was?
From the size of it, I'd say that it was probably a galleon.
A galleon? A spell of that scale would have to be pretty powerful to affect a ship of that size. Fucking Aster! Who the fuck are you? I wonder who this Aster person is. He must be high profile if they're calling in the King's Guard and the Inquisition for him. All over a missing ship, too. You spent some time with him, am I correct, Morrison? Did he tell you where he was staying?
If I remember right, he was staying at the local inn near the town square.
Wait, that's the tavern that we were staying at. If he's this high profile, why is he staying at an inn for commoners?
No idea. Having the fucking foggiest. He's an eccentric one for sure.
Whoever he is, he also witnessed the accident. You definitely want to speak with him. And if he's a noble, there's a chance that he's the mage that sabotaged the guardrail. Okay, we got nothing else. I want to examine.
Repario Arcanum.
I want to see. There's nothing. Cool. I don't think there's anything. Why is there... Okay. I don't think there's any real reason to investigate anything, so... What do we got here? That's all, like, the same places. Let's go to the Egwin Tavern, the place we were at. Let's go there. Morrison said that Aster is staying in one of the rooms at this tavern, but which room is it? We could always just check each room. That might irritate the patrons, though. And if Aster doesn't want to be found, we might alert him if we annoy too many people. I guess you're right. Your family owns a tavern, right? If you had to put a VIP somewhere, which room would you choose? I guess it would probably be the one at the end of the hallway. That's the one I use at my family's tavern. Alright, let's fucking... Wait.
Repario Arcanum.
I want to check every room. According to Celeste's intuition, the innkeeper would have probably given Aster this room. We approach the door and firmly knock on it. Hello? Someone does come to answer the door, but they only open the door a fraction of the way. The crack in the door is less than an inch wide. You can't get a look at the person's face. I'm terribly sorry, but if your business isn't urgent, I'd like to be left alone. Sorry if I'm intruding, but are you Aster? My name is Tyrion Cuthbert. I'm the defense attorney of Stefanik Dracogan. From what I've heard, you witnessed the accident at the refinery yesterday. I was wondering if I could ask you a few questions about what you saw. Bro, you don't even have a fucking sprite? Or like a... Unless this is your sprite. But you also just look like all the rest of the nobles. I don't know. Upon hearing your name, the man fully opens the door. You're finally able to get a good look at him. Definitely stands out from the other patrons of the inn. He must be wealthy. He must be the wealthy patron that you're looking for. Tyrion Cuthbert, the protege of the infamous Ruby Tamora. So, you know who I am. I do. I know you very well. The fuck that mean? I'm your biggest fan! Sorry? Wasn't expecting that one. What? I can't believe it! The infamous Tyrion Cuthbert is standing right in front of my tavern room! What? I've read all about your feats, Mr. Cuthbert. You successfully indicted the head of House Pierce. You didn't think twice about confronting the inheritor of House Freyga. And you even defeated Lord Von Sanctus in a chess tournament yesterday! I'm so lost right now. And you must be Celeste McCoy, Tyrion's first client and the Crimson Demon of the Eastern Kingdoms. What? Sorry, are we, like, celebrities? What the fuck is happening here? How'd you find out about that name? The Crimson what? Don't ask. Anyways, if you are Aster, does that mean you witnessed the accident with the Harbor Master yesterday? Yes, I did. Are you going to interrogate me about what I saw? I'll answer whatever questions you have. You've never met a witness that was this eager to cooperate. It's fucking scary. But hopefully this means that he won't hide any details about what he saw. Where'd he go? Oh, Aster. You clearly know who I am, but I'm still unsure of who you are, Aster. My apologies, but I would prefer to keep my full identity hidden for now. He's within his right to do so, but I can't help but feel a little suspicious. In any case, what is your business in Aranax? I was accompanying a ship transporting goods to Lord Von Sanctus. The same ship that was magically stolen. I'm surprised you found out about that. Fear. Ooh. Hello. The Kingsguard have been trying their best to keep that information hidden. But I suppose I shouldn't expect anything less from you, Mr. Cuthbert. This is so fucking weird. Flattery will get him nowhere. What was on that ship? It must be pretty valuable to be worth stealing. I doubt there was anything on that ship worth drawing the ire of the entire kingdom. The truth is, during the time that ship was stolen, I was supposed to be on it. I see. The theft of this ship might have actually been an attempt to kidnap you. That's my current theory, anyway. It wouldn't make sense otherwise. He seems awfully calm about this. What the fuck? The accident. According to Morrison, you were also in the refinery that night. Did you witness the moment the victim fell into the vat? I did. Could you tell us exactly what you saw? With a smile on her face. Could you tell us this traumatic detail, bit by bit, just like with a fucking grin on her face? Every detail you can remember could be important. Well, why are you smiling? Well, it all began when I was visiting the refinery with the harbor master. I was inspecting the refinery's machines when a girl frantically ran towards us. Must mean Rika. She was hysterical. It looked like she was trying to tell us something. We couldn't hear her over the noise of the machines. When she realized that we couldn't hear her, she shrimpily pointed at the walkway. When she realized that we couldn't hear her, she shrimpily pointed at the walkway. I did that intentionally that time. That's when we saw Justin Way fall off of it and into the vat. How do you know his name? Who told you his name? Who told you that information? No one said Justin. Did we say Justin? Did we say Justin? We said the victim, Morrison, hold on. Did we say anything like okay, well, I can't exactly see the exact words we said, but no one, as far as we can see, no one said Justin Way. This next question is very important. How the fuck do you know his name? Okay. Did you see the victim break the guardrail by leaning on it? Yes, he broke the guardrail before he fell. His testimony matches exactly with what Morrison saw. Interesting. So this has been updated to now Aster and Morrison's testimony. Interesting. The way he fell was very strange, though. Strange? What do you mean by that? He did a somersault! You mentioned the way that the victim fell was strange. Did you feel like the guardrail broke too easily? Why, yes! How'd you know? It matches with the statement that the harbor master gave us. Don't want to reveal the traces of transmutation that you found on the walkway. At least not yet. But yes, the guardrail broke the moment that Justin leaned on it. And his body was extremely limp when falling, too.
His body was limp?
Normally, when falling from a great height, one would flail their arms, yes? But when I saw him falling, he wasn't moving at all.
He wasn't moving?
Did you see the expression on his face? He might have been unconscious. I'm afraid I couldn't see anything on his face. It was much too dark to make out his features.
Wait, you didn't actually see his face?
How do you know it was actually him that fell in? Well, who else could it have been? The fuck that mean? No one else has been reported missing. They also found the remnants of Justin's body in the vat. It was definitely him that fell in. That's true, you don't have much reason to believe that Justin might still be alive. Unless he is alive! I don't know. That'd be stupid. There were traces of transmutations at the crime scene, and it appears that Aster is quite a high-profile individual. He's probably a mage, and aside from Rika, he was probably the only other mage at the refinery that night. If you ask him outright, you might be able to see something incriminating through the Eye of Horus. Aster, we'll respect your privacy if you don't want to tell us who you are, but could you at least answer one question for me? I can make no promises, but I'll do my best to tell you what I can. Are you a mage? Oh, is that all? Yes, I am a mage, and I'm quite the practiced one at that. You see, Celeste cast Detect Magic to look at the scene of the accident. I found traces of transmutation magic at the crime scene, namely on the guardrails that Justin fell through. What? Nothing. Here it is. I can't believe it! Why are you happy? Why are you happy? Why you got the stars in your eyes, motherfucker? What? Are you telling me that a mage used transmutation magic to weaken the rails? It's a conspiracy. What? What do you mean by that? What the fuck do you mean conspiracy? What does that mean? In the context of now, and in the context of this, and in the context of what the fuck, what does that mean? How is it? Alright, it's a conspiracy. Wait, does that mean it was actually a murder? Made to look like an accident? It's like something out of the reports I read about him. Okay, so you're hyped. You're hyped as shit. You don't see anything incriminating, and you can see his thoughts clearly. His feelings of happiness are a bit off-putting, though. And you asked me if I was a mage. Does that mean I'm a potential suspect? This is the greatest thing to ever happen to me! You are a psychopath! You are like some level of fucking, like, you're gonna be like the Phantom from Dual Destiny. Like, you're faking emotions so good you genuinely believe them, or fucking something. Like, I don't like you. What's your psychological analysis? Bring that in right now. Take off the mask. Oh my god. Okay. This is the first time you've met someone that's happy to be suspected of murder. Sorry, it's not right for me to get so excited about something this serious. Must think less of me now. Dude, are you like I don't know if this is an act or if you're just like a fanboy, which is concerning. But it's like something right out of a mystery novel. It's not the reaction you were expecting. Nevertheless, it doesn't look like there are any incriminating thoughts in his mind. And that's what makes him my prime suspect. I don't trust this motherfucker. I'm gonna be honest. He's so weird, and he's so happy, and he's so joyous. I don't fucking trust him. I don't trust him. Ooh. All right. Did I even read that? And the emotions that he was emanating were all positive. There wasn't a drop of fear in there. What can this mean? Either way, it looks like you found out everything you can from Aster. You should move somewhere else. Okay. All right, let's go to the cafe, I guess. We can talk to Rika. Tyrion, you're back. Did you talk to Mr. Dracogan? I did. I'm still not sure what to make of him just yet, but after what I've seen today, I don't think I can turn a blind eye to what's happening.
There were traces of transmutation magic on the guardrails. Regardless of their motives, someone sabotaged those rails with the intent of harming an employee at the refinery. If this truly was a murder, you have to find out who did this and why. Let me real quick, that's the wrong thing. Let me real quick, profiles. You have no magic, and Aster, we don't know. See, I don't fucking trust that Aster fuck. Sorry, I really don't like him. I'll represent him in court for the criminal case. Thanks, it really means a lot to me. On that note, you were at the refinery when the accident occurred, am I correct? Yeah, I was. Sorry. May I ask you a few questions about what you saw that day? Of course, I'll do whatever I can to help. Why is that there? Why do we have a psychological... Oh, we're gonna have to argue. Oh, no. No, Rika. Why were you at the refinery? By the way, bitch, we just started. Why were you at the refinery that day? Didn't you have to work at the cafe? I was making a food delivery to Justin. Wait, you were delivering food to the victim? Yeah, he never had time to make his own dinner. So I always delivered his dinner during his evening break. But that night, I couldn't find him in the freight area, so I went looking for him in the refinery building. So the accident happened while you were delivering his food. Masorika's food delivery. Masorika Tudor was delivering food to Justin Webb, blah, 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 blah. Justin apparently had never... Masorika didn't find Justin in the freight. Okay. Hello? Alright. Did you talk to Justin at all before the accident? I did. When I finally found him in the refinery building, he seemed busy. He told me to leave his food at the break room. He was busy. But according to Dracogan, he should have never been in the refinery building in the first place. Did he say what he was busy with? He said he had a meeting scheduled with Mr. Dracogan. That can't be true, though. Dracogan didn't mention anything about this. Unless... Justin's meeting? Masorika Tudor briefly interacted with Justin way before the accident. Justin supposedly told her he was on his way to his scheduled meeting with Stephanic Dracogan, but Dracogan never... Okay. But what did you see? We've gotten a few witness accounts already, but I just wanted to double check. What did you see during the accident? Sorry, I'm sure it was a disturbing sight. Do you need to take a moment? No, it's okay. It happened after Justin told me to leave his food in the break room. It was my first time inside the refinery, so I spent some time looking at all of the machines. That's when I suddenly heard a strange sound from the walkway. When I looked to see what it was, I saw Justin fall from there. I tried to find someone to help him, but no one could hear me because of how loud the machines were. Before I finally got them to understand what happened, it was already too late. Did you see the guardrail break when Justin fell off the walkway? Off of the walkway? More specifically, did it break from Justin's weight? I'm honestly not sure. I was too busy trying to find help. Interesting. On the night in question, Justin Wade to fall off the walkway. After seeing him fall, she tried to get attention of Aster and Noah Morrison, but they couldn't understand her because of the... Right. You have matching witness accounts from Aster and Morrison. They saw the guardrail break. Having Rika also confirm that would have been helpful, but you suppose Aster and Morrison's statements will have to suffice. Rika's account of what happened is a lot less detailed than Aster and Morrison's, but she did see Justin before the accident. You still have no idea why Justin was on the walkway in the first place. I don't know why I clicked there. According to Rika, he said that he had a meeting scheduled with Dracogan. But this doesn't match with what Dracogan told us. Either Justin or Dracogan must be lying in that case. You've met Dracogan already, but you still have no idea what kind of person Justin was. Perhaps Rika can tell you more. Tell me about Justin. Could you tell me more about the victim? What kind of person was he? He was a good person. He fell in with a bad crowd a few years ago, but he was starting to turn his life around. I saw how much he was trying to change, so I asked Mr. Dracogan to give him a job. I really wanted to help him change his life for the better. But this job just ended up killing him. You can't blame yourself for this. No one could have known that this would happen. I guess you're right. It's hard not to think about, though. Okay. Was he the type of person to go places that he wasn't supposed to be?
No, not anymore.
Not anymore?
He really wanted to make a good impression on Mr. Dracogan. He always talked about following the rules. He even got mad at me a few times when I accidentally broke Dracogan's protocols.
Right. That matches up with Dracogan said.
Sorry, I gotta readjust. But maybe he was falling back on his old habits.
Perhaps Rika can tell us more about what he was like before he turned his life around.
You mentioned that Justin fell in with a bad crowd before. I've also heard that he used to hang out with a band of local delinquents. Could you tell us more about them? Delinquents, not delinquents.
Uh-oh.
What? Rika, this information will help us with our investigation. I need to speak with the other people who knew him. Do you know where I could find his delinquent friends? I'm sorry, I really didn't know him that well. I should keep quiet. I might make him mad.
Who is him? Him from Powerpuff Girls? Who is him?
Rika? It does sound like Rika. Are you hiding something from me? What? Of course not. What would the Dark Lord of Aranax possibly have to hide from you? She's playing an act. I know that. Ooh, bitch. Yep, definitely hiding something. You need to argue against her if you want the truth. I just have to go straight to argue? I don't have a full psychological profile. What do I give her that would help with this? This? What do you think about this, Rika? Speaking about such things would be beneath me. In other words, she has nothing to say about it. Fuck! There's gotta be something! Hold on! Justin's job. What do you think about this, Rika? Come on! There's gotta be something. There's no way we're about to do this with half of a psychological profile. Aranax blockade. Maybe this? What do you think about this, Rika? We have nothing. Come on, there's gotta be something. There's no way! Do we throw her out? Okay, well. There's no way! Oh. Oh. Wait, there's something here. I'm terribly sorry for what happened to Justin. Are you doing okay? Yeah, it's difficult to think about sometimes. You always hear about these things happening, but you never expect them to happen to people you know. But have no fear! It will take more than this to bring down the high Archmagi. McGee. I don't know. She's reverted back to her chuny personality. There we go! Boom! Masorka Tudor's psychological profile is complete. There we go. Masorka Tudor appears to be hiding something from you. She clearly knows about the bad crowd that Justin fell in with, but she's hiding who they are and where you can find them. You'll need to convince her to share that information with you. Let's go. The words, eyes, go argument! Rika, you know about Justin's friends, don't you? Psychological profile. Masorka Tudor will perform questionable acts to protect the people she cares about. Fair. She has your best interests at heart and will always act in a way that she thinks is beneficial for your well-being. She isn't very good at deception. She will often revert to her dramatic, chuny personality when trying to hide the truth from you. Got it. Just be honest with me. I'm not hiding anything. I really don't know that much about him. I wasn't that close to Justin. I may have delivered his food, but he was just a customer to me. On the night, Masorka Soja. Nope, that's not it. Bitch, I might have believed that you delivered his food because he was a good customer, but that wasn't all you did for him. You saw that he was trying to turn his life around, and you begged Dracogan to set him up with a job. You wouldn't do that for a customer that you barely knew. Well, that still proves nothing. I am Masorka Tudor, High Archmage of the Cadmium Flame. Also, that says Archmage. Was Archmagi or whatever a typo? Because that makes more sense. Archmage? That makes way more sense. Is it so hard to believe that I took pity on a stranger? I only helped him because I'm a generous person. It would only be right for me to equip a commoner with the means to change his life. Okay. You are a generous person, Rika, and that type of generosity would make you privy to details to Justin's life. You're not a very good liar, Rika. You would have risked a lot by asking Dracogan to hire a stranger.
You said earlier that he was a good person. How could you possibly know that if you didn't know him well? That one, probably. Because it says protects the people she cares about. And this is questionable behavior, so yeah. Fuck! You said earlier that he was a good person and that he fell in with a bad crowd. How could you possibly know that if you didn't know him well? There are plenty of people who would have said that about him. He didn't exactly keep it secret, and I only knew about him because of the rumors that were floating around town. That does make sense. Should she be telling the truth? No. So I'm not lying right now. So then this one? What the fuck? You are a generous person, Rika, blah, blah, blah. I doubt that you would have to know it. Tyrion, not everyone wants to share their past with someone. Okay, then Wait, not a very good lie. Oh, because she... I'm dumb. Because she's not... Yeah, she's... It's literally stated here. She's not good at deception. Fucking God. You're not a good liar, Rika. You would have risked a lot by asking Dracogan to hire a stranger. Especially a stranger with a dubious past like Justin. What if Justin fell back into his old ways? That would have surely brought about consequences on you and your business. You wouldn't take a risk like that unless you knew him well enough to trust him. Okay, fine. I guess we were friends. But like I said before, he was trying to leave his old life behind. He always kept his past a secret from me. That's a bold-faced lie. He didn't like talking about it, the person he was back then. He wanted to forget about it, and I never brought it up. Okay, she's sad. It's sort of true. We knew each other for years before he told me about it. Use this against claims that contradict a piece of evidence. No. Use this against claims that contradict thoughts seen through the eye. That. Probably. And it's... Yeah. I doubt that, Rika. In fact, I'm sure that you were friends for at least a few years. With a friendship that old, I'm sure he would have confided in you about his past. What the fuck? Are you trying to give me, like, a hint? What? Nope. You need to stay focused. Just... Rika, I don't know why you thought you had to lie about this, but I need to talk to Justin's former friends. Is that really necessary? Yes. Yes, it is. I need to know why he was behaving so strangely before the accident. His friends might know something about him that you and Dracogan don't. But that doesn't make any sense. There wasn't anything strange about the way he was acting. I think you're just overthinking this, Tyrion. You're full of shit. Where is that? It's this, right? Yeah. Didn't want to overplay your hand before, but it looks like you don't have a choice now. Rika, Justin told you that he was heading to a scheduled meeting in Dracogan's office. But according to Dracogan, Justin wasn't even supposed to be in the refinery building yesterday. What? Rika, Justin might have lied to you. No. He would never do that! I need to know why he was up there. And so far, the statements that I've gotten from you and Dracogan don't explain that. I need to talk to the people who might know things about him that you don't. Argument 1! L plus ratio plus the Eye of Horus. Wait, that's fucking funny, actually. That's actually really funny. Okay. Alright, sorry. Okay, I'll tell you where you can find them. Just promise me that you'll be safe, okay? You successfully persuaded Masorica Tudor. Cool. Oh. Oh no, there it is. Where are the delinquents? Sorry, I wasn't trying to lie to you. It's okay. I'm assuming you had your reasons. But I need to know where I can find Justin. Fuck! Where I can find Justin? Justin's fucking dead! But I need to know where I can find Justin's old friends. You probably know already, but a few years ago, Justin got involved with a local street gang. Oh. They'd always hang around the beach area, but one day they discovered an abandoned house along the coastline. They started spending most of their time there. A lone house on the coastline. It's that house, Tyrion. That's probably where you'll find Justin's old friends. So... that's why you were being so secretive. What? Okay, so there's like some history with this house? I'm sorry. Don't be. You were just trying to look out for me, right?
Are you going to be okay? I can go there with you if you'd like. No, it's okay. I'm sure you're busy with the cafe right now. And it's not as if I'll be going alone. All right, just don't push yourself too hard, okay? Yeah. All right, let's leave. Let's leave. Abandoned house. Shot in the dark. This is the house I grew up in. You arrived at the old abandoned house. Upon looking at the home that you left behind. Oh, this is your house! You're struck with a flood of memories. Those memories were once happy, but now they only fill you with grief. Tyrion, are you okay? Yeah, let's look around. You wipe your eyes and begin looking around the house. No! Tyrion! Fucking God, okay! Jesus, that actually jump scared me a little bit. Suddenly, you hear the sound of glass breaking. You rush to look for the source and see two young teenagers throwing rocks at the side of the house. Shattered remains of a window are lying on the ground. Oh, God. Your lips, sir. Sorry, I just was really not prepared. Nice shot, Gavin. Okay, you look like a robot. Gavin Crowlin. Gavin Crowlin. One of the teens, apparently named Gavin, notices you approaching. We've got company, Wyatt. Huh? Okay. Wyatt Ernell. You stare blankly at the broken glass lying on the ground. You're at a loss for words. You feel like you should respond, but nothing comes out of your mouth. Suddenly find yourself quickly approaching the two teens. Oh my God. The hell do you want? Oh, I'm pissed. What the hell? Before you even realized what you were doing, you threw a punch straight into Gavin's face. Jesus, dude! I get it, but damn! Your eyes are slowly tearing up. You can only see red. Yeah, I'm noticing that! There's red on my screen! You grab Gavin by the collar and pull his face close to yours. Get the hell away from my house! Tyrion? Oh, you wanna go? You came looking for trouble, you sure found it. Okay, let's all calm down and just stay out of this, you little shit! I'll fucking break your arm. Excuse me? What, you got cotton in your ears or something? Yes, actually. Why don't you go and repeat what you said? I said stay out of this! You little shit! 5 minutes later. What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? 5 minutes later, the corpses were on the floor. Everyone is dead, except for Tyrion and Celeste. Celeste? Yeah? It's just like, yeah? I'm sorry for losing my temper back there. I didn't mean to drag you into this. It's okay. Our emotions get the better of us sometimes. Celeste? Yeah? I think you might have overdone it a bit. Nah. Celeste? Yeah? I don't think he's breathing. Come on, just give him a second. You suddenly hear the very bruised and broken form of Gavin sputtering and wheezing on the ground. Looks like he's finally regained consciousness. See, he's perfectly fine. Jesus, fuck. You're fine. Wyatt is staring wide-eyed at Celeste. From the shaking of his legs, it looks like he wants to run away, but he's too frozen by fear to move. Don't bother running. Even with a head start, I can easily catch up to you. Anyways, these two are probably Justin's former delinquent friends, right? Are you okay with talking to them? Yeah, of course. With your emotions in such disarray, you completely forgot about why you came here in the first place. Would you two happen to know the young man who died at the refinery yesterday? These guys are after Justin? He's already dead. After Justin? Was there someone with a grudge against him? Wyatt clearly thinks you were sent on someone's behalf. Wouldn't hurt to play the part to get more information out of him. Oh, we are a devious little scumbag. I love it. We're not here to hurt you. We're not here to hurt you anymore. See that, yeah, there we go. We just like to ask you a few questions about Justin. Yeah, sure, man, whatever you want. All right, you two talk. I'll work on popping Gavin's shoulder back into place. It's a little disturbing how nonchalantly she says things like that. All right, so let's talk about Justin. What can you tell me about Justin Way? According to a few witnesses we spoke to, you used to be friends.
Friends is kind of pushing it. We used to hang back in the day, but we don't know more. It was weird when he started talking to us again. I thought he left for good.
Oh. But he started talking to you again. Why?
He just needed some of the old gear that he left at the house.
Old gear? What kind of old gear?
You know, his thieves' tools.
Thieves' tools? Okay, so he was going back on his old ways.
All the tools you need for lockpicking and safe cracking.
Tools for lockpicking and safe cracking? Why would Justin need those? What would Justin need lockpicking and safe cracking tools for?
Well, you need to get the gold that he owed your boss.
He owed gold to someone.
Word has it that he was working for the merchant that owes the refinery.
Why am I I don't know what voice I've given this 17-year-old, but here we are.
Guess the owner trusted him a lot. Justin said that he had a way to access the safe in the guy's office. Justin was always a whiz when it came to breaking and entering. He even had tools that could crack magical locks. Getting the gold out of that safe would have been easy score for him.
Wait, Justin was planning to rob Dracogan? What the fuck? According to Wyatt Ernell, Justin Way owed gold to someone, not a gold to someone. Justin owned a set of lockpicking and safe cracking tools that could disable mundane and magical locks. He was planning on Okay. Real quick, my nose is really stuffy, so I'm gonna be right back real quick and just like blow my nose. I'll be right back. All right, we're back. Sorry about that. Justin planned robberies in our notes. Okay, hold on. That's the name, man. Shoe. Or not shoe, but slipper, whatever. Let's talk about Justin's debt. How much did he owe to the mafia? Wyatt apparently thinks that you were sent on behalf of someone, and from what he said so far, Justin owed a non-trivial amount of gold to this person. If it was some kind of criminal, could they have been the one who sabotaged the guardrail? Not unprobable. Did Justin tell you who he was owed his debt to?
Nah, man, it didn't say nothing. That might whack me too if I tell them the truth.
So he does now. There's no point in playing dumb. Just tell us what he told you. Did he give you a name? Answer the question.
The Eye Taker!
He owed gold to the Eye Taker. Who the fuck is the Eye Taker? Let me take a wild guess what he takes, huh? Oh, damn, you're hot. Sorry. Damn, you're sexy. Fuck. You're hot. Anyways. Justin Way supposedly owed a non-trivial amount of gold to an individual named the Eye Taker. Perhaps one of the citizens of Arnax can tell you more about this person who is hot as fuck. Maybe tell me his relationship status, if he likes men, if he's okay with dating a poorly drawn ginger guy. Just a few standard questions. And the planned robbery's been updated. Cool. Something about the Eye Taker. The Eye Taker? Must be some kind of criminal nickname. Why does that sound so familiar, though? Either way, you need to find out who this Eye Taker is. Might be best to ask someone else. Okay, we can't.
Repario Arcanum.
Okay, well then we're probably just gonna leave, right? Aguin Tower, Masorka Cafe, Harbor. Guess we'll go to Town Square. Hey, Tyrion? Yeah? Back at the house, what was that all about? I've never seen you get that angry before. And you said it was your house? Yeah, it was my house. It was? Ever since we arrived in this city, you haven't really been yourself. If you want to talk about it, I'm fine. And I don't want to talk about it. You're not fine. I can see it on your face. Please, just talk to me. It's none of your business. Came out a lot louder than you wanted it to. Celeste, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. Oh, no, man! I'm rooting for these two, but fuck, dude. Without a word, she quickly walks ahead of you. No, she doesn't. Investigation, next lead.
Repario Arcanum.
Damn, she's bored. So she really don't want to be near us. Where do we go then? Here? Where do we go? What's our next step? Let's just go everywhere until something happens. I don't really know where to go. Harbor? What's the next step? Like, actually, what's the next step? Sorka's Cafe? Do we still have to talk to them? Do we present something to them? I guess would be best to ask someone else about the Eye Taker. If you overplay your hand, Wyatt might realize that you don't actually work for them. Okay, what about... Justin was always too big for his britches. He gets some cushy job at the refinery and suddenly he's too good to hang out with us. Oh, look where that got him. One word from the Eye Taker, and he comes crawling back to the life. So you don't have any information, basically, is what you're telling me. Is that blood? Several weeds in plant life have grown since you were last here. Doesn't look like anyone is taking care of the yard for the last few years, but I suppose that's more your fault than anyone else's. Oh, was this like left in my will or something? The view of the sea is just as you remember it. It's probably the only thing that hasn't changed since you left Arnax. Returning to this house has brought back several memories that you have complicated feelings for. These feelings are even more confounded by the blatant vandalism committed by Gavin and Wyatt. Honestly, you'd rather leave this place as soon as possible. So, okay.
Repario Arcanum.
She does not want to fucking be here. Can we, like... Look, I know you're pissed at me. What's the next lead? We should find out who the Eye Taker is. Maybe someone that we've already talked to knows who they are? Right. Damn! Damn, it's fucking awkward between us. I guess we'll try Morrison, see what he knows about the Eye Taker. Morrison, did you know about a criminal named the Eye Taker?
The Eye Taker? Where'd you hear that name?
So you do know about them?
I do. I've learned to keep my distance from him over the years. The Eye Taker is the criminal kingpin of this region. Every large criminal undertaking in this region happens under his watch.
He's that big of a deal?
Of course he is! More importantly, how did you hear about him?
From what I heard, Justin Way owed him a huge debt.
Justin owed him? Owed them? I knew he used to run around with a bunch of rogues, but I'd never imagined... the Scaled Lord. Fucking God.
The Eye Taker might be involved in Justin's death. Do you think someone like him could be behind this?
Well, there's a saying we have about what happens when you get on his bad side. Let's just say, he reminds you of why he has that name.
So you know who the Eye Taker is now, and it definitely adds another angle to this case, but there are still some elements of this that don't make sense. You need to take some time to work through it all, but you should go talk to Dracogan first. He'll want to see everything that you've found. Smart. Hey, buddy! Hello, Mr. Cuthbert. I trust you're doing well. We are, ish. For the most part. We spent some time looking into the accident, and... Hold on. Let me fuck with my mic for a sec. Okay, here we go. We've spent some time looking into the accident and the people who knew Justin. I think there might be more to this case than meets the eye. Oh? You spent some time explaining your findings to Dracogan. He seems troubled when you explain the traces of transmutation magic that you found on the guardrail. He's even more taken aback when you mention Justin's supposed plan to rob him. This is quite a lot to take in. Are you missing any valuables in your safe right now? Hold on, I'm trying to read it. Okay. No, actually, but what is it? After the accident, I did a careful inspection of the building. When I checked my office, I noticed that a lock on the safe was disengaged. The safe was opened? But you said that there wasn't anything missing. That's right. When I saw the safe open like that, I was already worried that I'd been robbed. But I double-checked the contents. Everything was accounted for. Because of that, I just assumed I'd forgotten to lock it. This doesn't make any sense. Maybe it was just a coincidence? I might believe that if it weren't for where my office is located. What do you mean? The walkway that Justin fell from leads to my office. There's a window there that overlooks the refinery. That would explain why Justin was there in the first place. Don't want to suspect one of my employees, especially one that isn't alive to defend himself from such accusations. But it just all fits too perfectly together. Except for one thing. Why wasn't anything stolen? Well, regardless, I think you have a pretty good case. So, does this mean you'll represent me? After what I've discovered, I won't just stand by and let Von Sanctus have his way. Well spoken! I'm glad to have you on my side, Mr. Cuthbert. Anyways, regardless of why, someone clearly magically tampered with the site of the accident. I doubt the court will find you at fault for what happened, although... What's wrong? Civil cases are a lot less strict than criminal cases. If we present evidence suggesting foul play using magic, they'll treat this exactly like our other cases. Yeah, they might stall the trial until they found out what exactly happened. For this accident, all we have to go on is witness accounts. Finding concrete evidence of what happened could very well be impossible. The idea of hunting down the mage responsible sounds very tempting. Looks like you have your work cut out for you. I just hope things turn out okay in the end.
And with Von Sanctus on the other side of this, who knows what might happen. It'd be best to keep your wits about you. Oh, we're fucking Jesus, alright! Okay!
I didn't think they'd throw us in like that. Also, we have not been streaming for long, so I'm gonna continue the trial. Fuck it. I can't believe this. I have more important things to do than resolve your petty squabbles for you.
Fuck, what? Waluigi. I forgot.
Yes, the missing ship of your betrothed. Listen, the sooner you help me resolve this mess with Dracogan, the sooner you can return to being the prince's lapdog. That is to say, once I'm not preoccupied with this case, House Van Sanctus can provide the resources that you and the Inquisition need. I suppose I don't have a choice, do I? Well, at least this case should be relatively straightforward.
That's what you think, Arya. Alright, let's save. Alright, here we go! Fuck all of you! I forgot what voice it's just old man voice, I guess. Court is now in session for the trial of Stefan. No, it wasn't like this. Fuck, hold on. I'm genuinely about to pull up. I'm genuinely about to pull up my stream. Hold on. I'm genuinely pulling up last stream to where is the judge? Judge is right here. Hold on.
I wouldn't have been able to turn her also.
Nope. Shut up. Shut up. Ow. Shut up. Nope, that's the...
Your Honor, who have been waiting for this?
Hold on.
Oh, still.
There's gotta be something here that has the...
like, maybe Luna, hypothetically, possibly.
Never mind. Never mind. We're just gonna roll with it and hope I'm getting it right. Court is now in session for the trial of Stefanik Dracogan.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
The defense is also ready. Very well, let's begin the proceedings. Prosecutor Steelwind, please list the charges.
The defendant is charged with criminal negligence in the death of Justin Way.
Hold on. Okay, there we go, sorry.
The defense occurred at the Aranax Arcane refinery last night. Mr. Way was an employee of the Dracogan Trading Company, owned by the defendant. During work hours, the victim accidentally broke a poorly maintained safety rail and fell into a vat of corrosive chemicals. Attempts to save his life failed, and his body almost fully dissolved.
I see. What a gruesome end.
The defendant displayed clear negligence in maintaining the refinery's facilities. As such, the responsibility for Mr. Wayne's death falls squarely on his shoulders. To begin, the prosecution would like to call Noah Morrison to the stand.
Let's go. Woo, Nora! Nora?
Damn. Woo! This guy! Witness, please state your name and occupation for the court. Yes, the name's Noah Morrison. I'm the harbor master of the Aranax's harbor. It's to my understanding that you witnessed the accident that night, am I correct? Aye, I did. Could you please testify to the court about what you witnessed? No. All right, damn. Just, no! Walks away. I was showing a visitor around the city, and for some reason, he really wanted to see the Aranax Arcane refinery. He was inspecting the machines there, when suddenly, Masorica ran up to us. She was desperately trying to tell us something, but there was just too much noise. After a while, she just pointed at the walkway looking over the refinery. That's where we saw someone fall into that accursed vat. There was a guardrail that should have prevented him from falling, but he broke through it as he fell.
So there was a safety rail that should have protected the victim.
Yes, however, upon closer inspection, the city guard found that the rails were extremely rusted. They were certainly poorly maintained by the company.
I see. And this negligence is the basis for the prosecution's charges.
You going to present the traces of transmutation that we found? Can't help but feel like there's something in Morrison's testimony that doesn't add up. Right now, those traces are the only defense we have against Von Sanctus's accusations. It's not a piece that I want to use just yet. And once you use that piece, who knows how the judge will react. Not much has changed with Morrison's testimony. However, you've collected a lot more evidence since you last spoke to him. Is there anything you found that contradicts his testimony?
Well, let's fucking find out, Tyrion. Go on.
I was showing a visitor around the city, and for some can we get his name? This was the patron you mentioned before. Am I correct, Morrison?
Aye.
Ooh. Aster seemed keen on keeping his identity hidden. It'd probably be best to leave it at that. Aside from being a mage, he hasn't given too much reason to suspect him. For now. He was inspecting the machines there, when suddenly... Masorica... Are you referring to Masorica Tudor, owner of the local cafe?
Aye, for whatever reason, she was also there and witnessed the accident. Did I do his voice earlier? I don't remember.
Yes, we are already well aware of that. Masorica's testimony was a lot less detailed than Morrison and Aster's testimony. She was probably more focused on saving Justin than taking in her surroundings. But are there any points where her testimony doesn't add up to Morrison's? Yeah, several.
She was desperately trying to tell us something, but there was just too much noise. Hold on, wait. He was inspecting the machines and Masorica.
This is the testimony. Masorica Tudor saw Justin Wayfall after he tried to get the attention of Aster and Nordy, but they couldn't hear him. That's the same. That adds up. She was desperately trying to tell us something, but there was just too much noise. And this noise came from the machines in the refinery, I presume?
Those machines were loud as all hell. I could barely hear myself think with that noise. There was no way I could hear young Masorica over all that.
Makes sense. After a while, she just pointed at the walkway overlooking the refinery. That's where someone... Stand because of the... Okay, there's nothing here that really is wrong. God, I want to meet you. Sorry. There's nothing there that's really inaccurate. You mentioned that you saw someone fall into the vat. Did you not recognize the person?
Well, I didn't know the lad personally, and it was pretty far away. I couldn't get a good look at the person.
Huh. Maybe you should keep a pin on that detail. Anyways, could you go into more detail about the moment you witnessed the accident?
Of course. What did you want to know about?
What happened to the guardrail just before it? I don't want to use that yet. What was Masorica doing? That maybe. What was Aster doing? Kind of irrelevant. What was Was the guardrail extremely rusted before it broke? I think this one. What was Masorica doing at the moment you saw Justin fall?
I told you, didn't I? She was on the one who pointed out the walkway in the first place. That's how we saw Justin fall.
I see. Could you please include that detail in your testimony?
If you think it'll help. Fuck it, sure. Masorica pointed it out. That's where we saw Justin fall.
After seeing him fall... See, after she tried to get the... Yeah.
Objection!
It's after, fuck. Wait, what? Witness, you said that you saw the victim fall into the vat. Did this happen before, during, or after Masorica tried to get your attention?
It was definitely after. If it weren't for the commotion she made, I wouldn't have looked up there in the first place.
It's just as you thought, but what does this mean? Morrison, I spoke with Masorica about what she saw. She said that she saw Justin fall off of the walkway and then rushed to you for help.
Hey, that sounds about right.
No, Morrison, it actually doesn't.
What do you mean? What? Sorry, I'm gonna be honest, I zoned out a little bit. What were you saying?
If Masorica saw Justin fall before she went to get help, then how did you see him fall after she came to you for help?
What?
Morrison, Masorica came to you for help. This was in reaction to seeing Justin fall off of the walkway. If that's true, then how could you have possibly seen Justin fall off of the walkway again afterward?
I have no idea.
Mr. Cuthbert, you're disputing the witness's testimony over a minor detail. It's entirely possible that Miss Morrison or Miss Tudor... Wait, I fucked that up. Let me try again. It's entirely possible that Mr. Morrison or Miss Tudor simply misremembered. I highly doubt that Morrison misremembered the order of what happened. His testimony matches up exactly with the testimony of his companion. Then Miss Tudor must have been the one who's mistaken. I'm compelled to agree with Miss Stillwind. These conflicting accounts seem extremely minor.
The prosecution's case is based on the broken guardrail, and only 3 individuals witnessed Justin Way break said guardrail. The defense asserts that these 3 witness accounts must be consistent with each other. Otherwise, this evidence is not strong enough to find my client liable. Please, the break in the guardrail is directly over the vat. That is enough physical evidence. It proves that the victim fell in because the railing broke. How do we know that the guardrail wasn't broken by some other event? That's ludicrous. You're clearly just playing devil's advocate. That's my job!
Fuck both of you, shut up! I'll admit that I also find the defense's assertion dubious. However, I see no harm in allowing Miss Tudor to testify to what she saw. Rika saw a lot less than Morrison and Astor did, and her testimony was a lot less detailed. But the one detail she did remember was that she saw Justin fall off the walkway. Hopefully her testimony might clear up what happened. Bailiff, please escort Miss Tudor to the witness stand. She's so short! Look at it, she's so short! Witness, please state your name and occupation for the courtroom. Probably Rika's first time testifying in a courtroom. I hope she'll be okay. Fuck! She's immediately not okay. As if I need such introductions. But allow me to indulge you all. Oh lord, is she seriously doing that here? I am Masorka Tudor, Dark Lord of Aranax, the Archmage of the Cadmium Flames, and business proprietor of Sweet Confections. I see. I was not aware we were in the presence of such a renowned individual. Wait, does he actually believe her? Your Honor, Masorka Tudor is the owner of a local cafe in Aranax. But isn't she also a High Archmage? I am. No, she really isn't. Tyrion, you're ruining my flow. Yeah, stop ruining your flow, Tyrion. You would say that your flow is the most disturbed right now. Motherfucker, what the Anyways, Miss Tudor, you were at the Aranax refinery on the night of the accident, and you witnessed the moment that the victim fell off of the walkway, am I correct? Yeah, that's right, sad. According to your statement, you ran up to Morrison after you saw Justin fall off of the walkway. The problem is that there's a contradiction between both of your testimonies. There's a contradiction? Morrison testified that he didn't see the victim fall into the vat until after you approached him. Ugh. This wouldn't make sense, though. You saw the victim fall off of the walkway before you ran up to Morrison. Morrison couldn't have possibly seen the victim fall again after that. Oh, I think I see what happened here. You do? I think you're misunderstanding what I said before. I misunderstood you. If that's true, could you please testify to the court exactly what happened? Please include every detail you can remember. Sure. Oh, there's some level of bullshittery happening. I was at the refinery when I heard a strange sound from the walkway. When I looked to see what it was, I saw that Justin had tumbled over the guardrail. Okay, he fell. But he hadn't fallen into the vat yet. I saw him barely hanging onto the edge of the platform. What? Morrison did not bring that up at all. Hold on. What did Morrison say? On the night of the accident, Masorka frantically approached Noah, Morrison, and a man named Astor. She tried to tell them something, however they couldn't hear over the noise produced by the refinery machines. They noticed that Masorka was pointing to the walkway, so they looked there. They saw a figure lean on the guardrail and break it. They specifically saw leaning, like they saw him lean in. So, okay. He hadn't fallen into that yet. I saw him barely hanging on the edge of the platform. I didn't know how to get to the walkway from there, so I looked for help on the ground and found Mr. Morrison. What do you fucking mean? There's stairs. He must have seen Justin lose his grip of the ledge and fall into the vat after that. That's not what he testified, though. He fuck you. So the victim didn't immediately fall into the vat. He was hanging onto the edge of the walkway. That would explain how Mr. Morrison saw the victim fall into the vat after Miss Tudor saw him fall off the walkway. Oh, she closed the thing. She's looking at something. In any case, Mr. Cuthbert, you may begin your cross-examination. Okay, we're just gonna press as refinery. What kind of sound did you hear? I'm not quite sure. If I had to guess, I'd say it sounded like the sound of metal hitting metal. Metal hitting metal? The refinery walkway is made out of metal, so perhaps the sound she heard was something metallic colliding with the walkway. Did something shake the walkway and make Justin lose his balance? When I looked to see what it was, I saw Justin tumble over the walkway's guardrail. So this was the moment that you saw Justin fall off the walkway. Yeah, and you said that he fell over the guardrail. I did, but I'm not sure how it happened. I think something caused him to lose his balance. He tumbled over the guardrail and fell right off of the walkway. Interesting. But that still doesn't explain why Morrison saw him fall after you ran to him for help. Well, I did see Justin fall from the walkway, but he hadn't fallen into the vat yet. I'm gonna try it, because that feels really weird. They specifically say lean on a guardrail. Objection! Yeah, so what the fuck, girl? Over. She said over, didn't she? Rika, you said the victim tumbled over the guardrail, as in he was thrown over it. Yes, that's right. What? Did you see it? Did you see the moment that the guardrail broke? I thought it was going to be like, did you see that, Aria? Like, I thought he was going to, like, notice that she sees something fucked and was like, you see it? You see what I'm seeing, girl? High five. Like, no, I didn't. I already told you that, didn't I? But you did see the moment that Justin fell off of the walkway. And in that moment, did you see Justin break the guardrail? No, like I told you, I didn't see the moment that the guardrail broke. But that's the thing, Rika. According to Morrison, Justin Way broke the guardrail as he fell into the vat. More specifically, he said that Justin was standing on the walkway when this happened. What? According to the prosecution, Justin Way leaned on a faulty guardrail and broke it, falling into the vat. But that's not what you saw, was it, Rika? Why is it questioned? I don't know. No, I saw him tumble over the guardrail. We on they asses. Shut the fuck up! What? Oh, he got bigger as that sorry. I'm afraid I don't see the importance of this, Mr. Cuthbert. Are you accusing the witness of perjury? There's definitely something going on here, but what? Masorka is a mage. And you don't want to suspect her. But you need to consider every possibility. What is happening here? Sorka is lying, Noah Morris is lying, they're both lying, they're both telling the truth. Probably that, right? So there's two people. They're both telling the truth, you guess. But how does that make sense? Okay, think through this. If we assume that Rika and Morrison are telling the truth, you need to remember the exact order of events. First, Rika saw Justin go up the walkway. When I looked to see what it was, I saw that Justin had tumbled over the guardrail. But he hadn't fallen into the vat yet. I saw him barely hanging onto the edge of the platform. She saw Justin fall over the guardrail and off of the walkway. Justin was able to grab onto the walkway ledge. That's when Masorka went to look for help. This is when she ran into Morrison and asked her.
Masorka came running towards us. She was trying to tell us something, but the damn machines were too loud for us to hear her, the fucking pieces of shit. She pointed at the walkway, and that's when we saw someone fall into the vat. By the time we could get them to stop the machines, it was too late.
And then there's Aster's account of events. Did you see the expression on his face? Might have been unconscious. I'm afraid I couldn't see anything on his face. It was much too dark to make out his features. Wait, you didn't actually see his face? How do you know it was actually him that fell in? Well, who else could it have been? Aster and Morrison couldn't see Justin's face. That one detail of their testimonies never sat right with you, but you dismissed your suspicions. They found Justin's body in the vat after all. You know for a fact that he fell into that vat, but you never considered the one other possibility. Justin survived the accident, another person fell into the vat. Justin didn't fall into the vat. It's another person. Another person? Is that really possible? But it's the only thing that makes sense. It would also explain how Rika, Morrison, and Aster all saw someone fall off the walkway at different times. But then, who's the second person? You don't have a choice. Even if you don't know all of the facts, this is the only conclusion you can draw. I think you've had quite enough time to deliberate, Mr. Cuthbert. Are you accusing the witness or not? I am not accusing the witness of perjury, Your Honor. Both Miss Tudor's and Mr. Morrison's testimonies appear to contradict each other, but they are both telling the truth. Then please enlighten us, Mr. Cuthbert. How could both of their testimonies possibly be true? Well, I think there's only one possible explanation. Both Miss Tudor and Mr. Morrison saw someone fall off of the walkway. But the person that Miss Tudor saw and the person that Mr. Morrison saw were two different people. Boom, boom. She's like, fucking really? Oh. She's like, come on. Are you serious, Mr. Cuthbert? Do you honestly think some random person fell into the vat moments after Justin Way fell in? It's the only conclusion that makes sense, Miss Steelwind. Miss Tudor knew the victim and recognized him. That's how she was able to confirm that it was him that fell into the vat. However, Mr. Morrison and his companion did not know the victim personally. They could barely make out his features. They only assumed that it was him after learning that he fell in. Please. It's far more likely that Miss Tudor is simply mistaken about what she saw. What? No, I'm sure I saw Justin tumble over the guardrail. And let's not forget Miss Tudor's allegiances. There we go. As a beneficiary of the Dracogan Trading Company, she has every reason to confound this case in the defendant's favor. That's not... See, she's not wrong. Order in the court! Anyway, she's not wrong, but it's like... I don't know. That's enough. This is a civil case, Mr. Cuthbert, not some murder mystery for you to throw wild theories towards. Motherfucker. What? Okay, all right. Oh, here it is. This was clearly an accident. Looks like you don't have a choice. You're going to have to use your trump card. You have one piece of evidence that implies that this wasn't a simple accident. Transmutation on the guardrails. I really don't want to present this. I don't like that we're presenting this so soon. Not because of it's bad writing or anything like that, but it's just ooh, I really wish we could have saved this, because it would have been better for us. Are you sure about that, Your Honor? What? Justin Way's death was reported as an unfortunate accident. As a result, the city guard put minimal resources into their investigation. More specifically, there was no reason to call the Arcane Inquisition. What are you talking about now? Why would the Inquisition be... No. Are you saying that... Unlike the Aranax City Guard, I have a mage capable of casting Detect Magic. My bodyguard, Celeste McCoy, scanned the crime scene for magical traces, and she found traces of transmutation on the broken guardrail. Traces of magic were found at the crime scene? But that would make this... a potential homicide, Your Honor. This is ridiculous! The accident took place within an arcane refinery. Those traces could have easily come from the purification process. Miss Steelwind, the traces were found only on the guardrails that Justin broke. We didn't find them anywhere else. We can't be certain of what happened, but it's clear that a mage used magic near the scene of the accident. Foul play may have been involved. So my theory of another person falling into the vat is entirely possible. My client is not at fault for the guardrail breaking. Considering this shocking revelation, there is still much we do not know about Justin Way's death. With that said, I have no choice but to suspend our trial of Von Sanctus versus Dracogan. You had a feeling this would happen. Just like your other cases, the court won't pass a verdict unless the culprit is found. Court will give the Arcane Inquisition time to investigate the scene and supposed magical traces. We will resume the trial in 2 days' time. Court is adjourned. And I might end here because I don't want... Well, at least we survived the first day. But it kind of feels like we're back to square one. Yeah, the Inquisition will get involved. They know that magic played a role in what happened. If you want them to dismiss the case against Dracogan, you're gonna have to find out exactly what happened. If that's even possible. Ugh. Oh, I'm mad again. Hey, are you okay? You feel a headache coming on. No, wait. What the fuck? Yeah, I think I'm just tired. Well, this day has been exhausting. It's pretty late. Should we just head back to the inn and continue the investigation tomorrow? No. I want to take another look at the refinery before the Inquisition gets there. Ugh! Throbbing pain in your skull seems to disagree with you for doing that. Yeah, no. We're heading back to the inn. I'm fine. Really. Tyrion, I know you're anxious about the trial, but you need to get some rest. Celeste, it's fine. It's not. You're going to work yourself. Would you just stay out of my way? Again, your voice came out louder than you meant for it to. Jesus. Fine. Whatever. Do what you want. It's this damn city. Being back here is really getting to you. It's all the more reason to get through with this trial as soon as possible. Soreness in your head doesn't seem to be going away anytime soon. Perhaps she's right. You'll be better off investigating the scene after some rest. And that's where we're gonna end for today. Because here's what I'm thinking, or here's what I'm worried about at least. If I continue, I'm worried that it's going to be like, there's this investigation, and then... excuse me. It'll be this investigation, and then it'll be, like, the final trial. And I want to save that. But I think next stream, regardless, we're just going to finish it. Or at least next Tyrion Cuthbert stream. But, you know. Well, I kind of don't want to end here, but also it's like, I would... Like, if I had to choose between having a short stream, or, like, cutting off at, like, a weird time, and then not having enough of this trial to make a whole VOD... Or actually, I could just... Nah, we're just gonna... Yeah, we're gonna end stream here, and then tomorrow... Or not tomorrow. Fucking not tomorrow. Tomorrow is Spider-Man. But, like, on Friday, we will finish this trial regardless of where we are in there. So, yeah. Thank you, everyone who came by. Tomorrow, we've got Spider-Man, and then Wednesday, we've got... a maybe long stream, a potentially long stream. We'll see. Yeah. So, yeah. We're gonna end it here. Thank you guys for coming out. I appreciate it. And I will see you tomorrow. Woo! Bye-bye!